This is a demonstration of the CWKeyboard by W5LA version 4.0.4. The first thing we'll look at is the setup. You click on setup and it opens up a window. You select the COM port that you would use if you're keying your transmitter. And then you set what you plan to key on. In this case, I'm going to key using Morty. If you want to key using the serial port, serial DTR, you would click there. Or you could select serial RTS, which is mostly unusual. In this case, we're going to stay with using Morty. If you're going to use the beacon delay function, which we'll discuss later, you set the timing between transmissions here. In this case, we're set for 5 seconds. Once everything is set, you click Done. For help, you click on Help. You will get these choices. One is to how to use the program. This document here will show you the various functions that are available for the program. If you'd like to print this out and get a hard copy, you can click on Print up here in the corner, and we'll close the window. Also under Help, you will see where you can check for an update. If you click on Check for Update, it will go to a remote server and check to see if an update is available. In this case, we have the latest release. Now let's look at the main components of the program. The top area is where you put in characters. As you type in characters, you'll see them appear here in the upper area. As the characters are being sent out one by one, you see them appear in the bottom screen below. On the bottom right, you have a button for keying the transmitter. If you want to key your transmitter, you click that button. It will establish the COM port. In this case, we'll be keying using the Morty. We changed that in the setup. For now, let's turn that off. Over here, you'll see the code speed. Right now, we're set at 15 words per minute. You can change that with page up, page down keys. Now we're up at 20 words a minute. Here you can change the frequency of the tone that you hear. In this case, we're at 650 hertz. You change that with the up and down arrows. It will go down to 600 and will go up to 850, which to me is a little bit harsh. I like it around 650 or 700. You can pre-program function keys by pressing Control F1 through Control F10. So there are 10 pre-programmed messages that you can send. Control F1. And I see that I have a CQ that is programmed in there. Escape will save that. If you press F1, it will then transmit that. Anytime while it's transmitting, you can press Escape to stop the transmission. Escape will stop that. F11 and F12 are set up where that you could send text files that have been previously saved in the same folder as the executable file. And as we were talking about function key messages, you're able to save a set of messages F1 through F10 by pressing Control S as in save. In this case, I have saved one before as mymessages.msg. And we'll just go ahead and tell them we're going to save this as MESSAGE2. All right, so we got message 2 now. And if you ever want to recall those messages, you do Control R as in recall. It will open up the file open dialog, and you pick the one that you want to load back into the program. In this case, we'll load message 2 back in, and all the messages that were in F1 to F10 are recalled. There is what I call a beacon function in the program. You pre-program what you want to go out in the beacon by using F10. So Control F10 will set up a message that will be a beacon of test. Press Enter or Escape to close that. Then if you hit a Control B, as in Bravo, it will send that beacon. Now we set that in the setup to repeat every 5 seconds. Alright, so let me go ahead and stop that with escape. But you see what it does there. It repeats the message that you programmed into F10 every 5 seconds. Some other special keys that you can use. One is Control K, key low. If you do a Control K, that will toggle the key transmit, the key TX on the bottom right. Turn it on, turn it off. Another function key, if you're set to key your transmitter, if you do a Control T as in Tango, it will key your transmitter for tuning purposes. That would be keying the transmitter. You press Escape to unkey the transmitter. There are 2 other functions you can use for code practice while you're not keying your transmitter. You have to make sure that key TX is not lit down here. But the first one is Control C, as in Charlie, for code practice of call signs. Control C will fill up the screen and begin sending the call signs. You can always press Escape to stop the code practice. The other practice you can do is on 5-letter random code groups, which is really very challenging compared to call signs. That is a Control G, as in golf. Same way, screen fills up with groups and they begin to send. Escape will also stop that. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the CWKeyboard program, and I hope you enjoy using it. 73.